Okay, y'all, so we have two pieces of DC news to talk about. The first one is going to go by really quickly because it's just a Henry Cavill announcement. And the last one, we're talking about James Gunn and Safran being named as co-CEOs of DC Studios. So let's talk about it. So first, real quick spoiler alert. Alert, bang, bang, bang. I need a sound effect for that. If you haven't seen the Black Adam movie, or if you ain't going to, child, if you're not going to, spoiler alert, okay? I already gave you a warning, okay? 3, 2, 1, spoiler alert, right? We already know that Superman showed up in the end credits of Black Adam, right? So, I mean, I kind of took that as an announcement that Henry Cavill is fucking back. We already knew he was coming, kind of. There were rumors and stuff. But he made an official announcement. I'm going to show you his video right now.
Hey, everyone. I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this. Because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman. And the image you see on this post and what you saw in Black Adam are just a very small taste of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time. But I want to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be.
So yeah, we can be excited. I want the story to story. Please let the story. Okay, this Black Adam movie was just what we expected it to be, girl. Just a light show, just cool fight scenes. I hate what they did to Dr. Fate. You can watch my video talking real quick about Black Adam because I did see it. So the plot is very elementary, very like, okay, as we expected, right? Because the whole point of the movie, in my opinion, was just to show off Black Adam's powers, and that's what they did, and they did it successfully. But bitch, it was no plot. It was just like, okay, this shit is just you gotta watch it to see what I'm saying. So I'm just hoping that, and I'm sure Henry Cavill only signed on with the promise that the story is gonna be one that makes fucking sense and it's gonna be good. So especially if you're gonna be putting him up against Black Adam and y'all gonna be giving him another movie, I really want the story to make sense. Please, oh my god. Please. But also I want to read with y'all this article that is about James Gunn and Peter Safran leading DC Studios. So it says, DC shocker. James Gunn, Peter Safran to lead film, TV, and animation division. So, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is really changing. In a stunning turn of events, filmmaker James Gunn and producer Peter Safran have been tapped to lead DC's film, TV, and animation efforts as co-chairs and co-CEOs of DC Studios in a newly formed division at Warner Brothers that will replace DC Films. The unprecedented move, in which a top director will assume a top executive post, marks the end of a months-long search by Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav to replace DC Films boss Hamada, who departed the studio last week. That search had all of Hollywood guessing, blah, 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 who's going to get the job. In recent weeks, Gunn and Safran were spotted on the Warner Brothers lot, meeting with Warner's film co-chair Michael DeLuca about future projects, and according to sources, the initial overture to Safran and Gunn came from DeLuca over the summer, even as the studio was in shaky talks with the producer, Dan Lin, to take the job. So here's what they'll be doing. Gunn will focus on the creative side of things, while Safran will focus on the business and production side. Both are expected to continue to direct and produce projects respectively. They will report directly to Zaslav and work closely with Warner's film bosses DeLuca and Pamela Abdi. Sources say the deal runs 4 years and Gunn will be exclusive to DC. The goal is for them not just to be producers, but to truly function as executives, even as Gunn will occasionally hone a movie. Unlike Marvel Studios, DC has multiple films set in separate creative universes, and here is why I think they should just do that. Be that. Stop trying to be Marvel. Do your thing. Experiment. I mean, y'all ain't got shit to lose at this point. Like, Stop trying to be Marvel. Just do your thing. Do your thing. So, DC has multiple films set in separate creative universes, and according to sources, Joker filmmaker Todd Phillips' work on the upcoming sequel, which goes into production later this year, will not fall under Gunn and Safran's purview. Instead, will be overseen by DeLuca and Adby. Matt Reeves, who worked on Hamada, has been, the universe, the Batman movie. It's unclear under whose purview that will fall under, or Reeves' future projects would fall, but everything else moving forward would be under Gunn and Safran. Zaslav said this in a statement: DC has among the most entertaining, powerful, and iconic characters in the world, and I'm thrilled to have singular and complementary talents of James and Peter joining our world-class team, blah, 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 blah. They have a proven track record, and thrilling superhero fans around the globe make them uniquely qualified, blah, 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 blah. So he's just telling us that they about to get the job. Gunn is one of the more respected minds in the world of comic book filmmaking. He came up in the indie film space and became an A-list director with we got Guardians of the Galaxy. Then he went to DC and did Suicide Squad after Marvel fired him as the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, even though they reinstated him. So his DC foray, the Suicide Squad, was critically adored and spawned the hit HBO Max spin-off Peacemaker starring John Cena. Gunn is currently working on a second season. Safran came up as a manager where Gunn was among his clients, and is fully enmeshed in the world of DC as the producer of the $1 billion grossing Aquaman, god damn, and its upcoming sequel, as well as Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and Shazam, and its sequel. His relationship with Warner extends back 10 years and includes The Conjuring, blah, blah, blah. So Gunn and Safran will work with top execs, blah, blah, blah. Let's scroll down. The move comes at a seismic moment for DC, which for the past 4 years has been led by Hamada under the DC Films banner. The executive departed amid friction with Warner's new leadership under Zaslav, who made the controversial decision to, of course, axe HBO Max-bound film Batgirl. We know that. They're saying that Zaslav has a 10-year plan and wants to rival Marvel Studios. They are also just trying this new thing, I guess, this new model, or I guess, no, it's not a new model. They're emulating the Pixar model, in which you have producers and filmmakers working as executives. And this has never been tried in the live action space. Let's scroll down here. As for Gunn's future at Marvel, there has been talk that he could continue on in some form after the conclusion of his Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. However, today's news, which comes hours after Marvel touted its upcoming Gunn-directed Guardians holiday special, seems to have closed the door on his chapter in the MCU. The hiring is effective November 1st and comes as DeLuca and Abdi have been making creative decisions and overseeing post-production on everything from The Flash to Aquaman and The Last Kingdom since taking over their posts in early July. So this is news coming out. This is all DC news, y'all. So I would definitely love to see what y'all think. I am liking that DC, as annoying as Zaslav is, like, I am liking that DC is like uprooting stuff and trying to change stuff around and hiring new people, especially in creative departments, especially in executive places and manager. Like, I do like that DC is doing that because it just will offer something fresh to what's happening like over there. Like, girl, like I said before, y'all ain't got shit to lose at this point. Like, y'all ain't got shit to lose. My only thing is that James Gunn definitely has a very specific kind of like way that he makes movies sometimes, or films or TV, whatever. Obviously they're successful, we can't argue with that, but for me personally, like, I just hope the tone of it does not remain the same throughout all of the films or TV. Like, James Gunn has a very specific kind of tone. Sometimes the comedy works for me, but most times I'm just like, girl, it gives me very much like frat bro comedy, and that's not really the type of girl I am. I mean, that's why I think Chris Pratt and John Cena were perfect to play those kinds of characters. right? Because that comedy just goes right into their brand, their like who they are. Like it's perfect for them. But I can only handle that kind of like tone for so long. You see what I'm saying? So I really do hope that James Gunn and the rest of them approach these movies, TV shows, whatever, from multiple different angles with multiple different tones, so that yes, you can have that slapstick, whatever comedy, but like stuff that y'all eat up. Them girl, they eat it up. They eat it up. And you know, I'm not shitting on him, obviously, like I said, because the things that he touches, they make a lot of money for whatever company he signed. Like it just is what it is. But I do hope that we get multiple tones. That's all I'm saying. And I really think I'm also coming from a place of bias because I really want the DC to lean into the darkness. Because Marvel got this family friendly shit covered. Like she just do. You know, Marvel gonna give you, she'll press it a little bit with the dark shit. Especially, you know, she will press it, but Marvel wants everybody to come to the theater, right? Like, and every company does, because you want to make money, right? But I really, really want DC to lean into the dark stuff. And James Gunn does dark stuff, obviously. But I do want the comedic tone or whatever kind of shit to be... I just want there to be different levels of it, you know? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I want it to be a little more serious. And I want it to be dark. So, but that's just my preference. That's my personal preference. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. Am I doing too much? Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I'll check y'all later.